Have you realized how the pride of African men and women is quietly fading away? In the days of our grandparents, it was nearly impossible to find a man without a home or a woman uncertain of her next meal. As evenings drew near, men would gather around a big pot of steaming millet beer and laughed as they shared the stories of their work and the dreams of tomorrow. Women sat close by, weaving mats and stirring pots of stew that would feed their children until the next harvest. Our land was generous and our community was strong. There was always enough food, enough shelter, and enough hope. But what about today, my friends? We all flock to major towns and cities in search of fleeting opportunities. Men who once knew only the security of their fields now pilot boda-bodas from dawn until dusk. Women who once tended their families now serve in crowded restaurants, cooking meals for strangers. We trade the smell of fresh earth for the noise of busy streets. We leave behind the calm of our villages for the worry of rent and bills. I ask myself, why have we exchanged self-sufficiency for uncertainty? Why have we traded the warm comfort of home for cold rented rooms? Tell me, what are our basic needs? Aren't they shelter, food, dignity, and a sense of belonging? Can we not still receive these from our villages in abundance? I once asked a young man why he abandoned his vibrant community for the siren call of the city. He spoke of dreams of easy money and bright lights, but after listening I saw that he only sought the same shelter and food his village offered freely. He forgot that his own hands and skills could give him more than any city wage could. Let me share a hard truth. Becoming truly prosperous in today's world is more difficult than ever. Look around you. Those we call wealthy often inherited property or built on a family business passed down through generations. Few people rise from nothing to greatness in one lifetime. If we spend our days scrambling for the next meal, how will we ever save enough for a home or invest in our future? Poverty becomes a trap when each day is just about surviving. When I walk through our towns today, I see potential squandered strong men reduced to ferrying passengers on motorcycles for $5 to $10 a day, only to see that little sum swallowed by rent and food before the sun sets. Women who once knew the joy of raising their children by the fire now count coins to pay for a borrowed room. My heart aches for the dying pride of our people. What will happen when their strength fails? How will they face a world that needs more than mere survival skills? I understand that returning to the village is not possible for everyone. Some have no land to call their own, and others no ancestral home to welcome them back. I do not propose a simple retreat. Instead, I offer a thoughtful plan that considers present realities and limitations. With the knowledge you've gained living in towns, whether you studied in school or learned on the job, you can return to your home villages and transform them. You can improve farming methods, set up small mills or drying racks, and deliver goods that sell well in city markets. You can connect to towns and cities by delivering produce online or in person. With the skills you have, you might even explore exporting to countries in need. Think of the vast idle land we call remote. A small plot in the city costs a fortune, but in the so-called bush or village you could own acres for much less. You could be the first to build a new town, starting with one house, adding another, and then shops and workshops until what was once empty becomes alive with commerce and community. Tell me which city or town did not begin as a single building in an inhabited area. Is it there? If not there, then you too could build another by starting small and establishing a legacy and a fortune for your family and your home community. Reflect with me for a moment. What do you truly gain by remaining in the city if you live paycheck to paycheck? If you are, enslaved to loans, delayed salaries and landlords, is that really the life you wish for your children? Many among us have given up on marriage and starting families, not because we no longer desire them, but simply because the weight of survival leaves no space for hope. Every coin you earn goes to rent or food, and when your strength finally fails, you have nothing to show for all your hard work. Yet there is a way forward. Through deliberate savings and community investment, you can build small-scale farms, craft centres, or maybe even honey cooperatives that serve both local and urban markets. You can sell your jars of honey, bags of dried fruit, baskets woven by village hands, and many others online. Organise transport so that your goods reach city shops or even foreign customers who pay more for goods with a story. This plan, you see, lets you engage with the modern world from a place of dignity and strength, rather than live under the yoke of daily survival. You may ask, what should we do when our governments fail us? Should we just sit and mourn? Should we protest endlessly? Neither, my friends. We must accept reality, then strategize. We must position ourselves through community meetings, skill-building workshops, partnerships and shared savings so that we are not pawns in the games of those in power, but active players with agency. Invest in solar lights or small irrigation pumps if there is no grid power. Build roads in your community if no one else will. Take control of your future, step by step. Drop that pride and work towards the future you deserve. Let government contributions, schemes and funding find you when you are already doing something. Remember, my children, you are too precious to suffer. If we fail to think critically and chart our own course, our pain will pass down as a legacy to our children and grandchildren. The comforts of developed nations are not handed out freely. They are earned through planning, perseverance and partnership. If you sit dreaming with folded hands, you will find yourself forever chasing tomorrow's meal. This world is rough and unfair. If you believe you can attain progress without hard work and wise strategy, you will remain trapped in survival alone. Instead, rise with purpose. Know your worth. Organize with your neighbors and build a future where pride is restored and dignity preserved. Together with my team, we have a dream of sharing the little words of wisdom with everyone out there. And if this message speaks to you, please like, comment, share and subscribe to keep posted on everything new we drop. Together, let us rekindle our pride and guide others toward a path of sustainable prosperity.